Okay, so in this video, we're going to look at how to perform a data entry in Excel spreadsheet using a form. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a table. Technically, you can do this without establishing a table, but it would cause an extra prompt, and this way it streamlines the actual data entry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Microsoft Access conventions for naming the columns, and the reason for that is in case you ever have to import this into a database, you've already proactively made it more compatible. Technically, you can use spaces in column names in a database, but it's considered a best practice not to. So again, just in case you ever have to load this into a database, you've already taken that proactive step. So first, underscore name, and the underscore is what I'm referring to when I say the formatting. Last, underscore name. And now we're just going to widen those columns by double clicking. And we'll do one more column. Let's do badge underscore NO, so maybe the employee or something. Now highlight that row, go to Insert, click on Table in the Tables section. The defaults are fine, and just choose My Table Has Headers, and then click on OK. Now what we need to do is we need to actually add the form functionality to the ribbon. So click on File, click on Options, and click on Customize Ribbon. Now we can't just add the form over. What we need to do is we need to create a custom group for that. So first of all, these are just the popular ones. Change this to all, and then scroll down and there's form. But like I said, if we try to add it, it'll give us an error message, so I'll just show you that. So you get a warning saying it has to be a custom group. So let's just put it to home, and then we'll create new group. And we will then, with form selected, choose add. You click on OK. Click on home because that's where we said we just added it. And there's form. Now if you click on form, it automatically opens this up. So if we hadn't established the table, you'd get a warning message saying it wasn't sure what the column headers were. So by creating a table, this works just fine. So for first name, let's see, Claire, then tab, and then click on New Record. And you could see it added the information there. New record. And we'll do just one more. And just like that, you've now created a form which makes it much easier to add in the new records. And in addition to data entry, you can also use the form to search. So say you click on criteria and you're looking, now in this case we only have 3 records so it might seem silly, but say you're trying to find this particular badge number. Maybe that badge number is associated with a transaction, or maybe it's associated with some other documentation. They signed for something, and so you want to see who it is. So for that badge number, you type U Corp 05. Click on Find Previous. It finds him. If you click on Find Previous, it doesn't go through the other records. That is the only matching record. So again, it might seem unnecessary since we only have 3 records, but maybe you're searching by date. So maybe in addition to badge number, you have a date column. And so you're searching for all transactions on a certain date. So rather than doing that though, let's click on criteria again. And let's do stars because this will show you multiple entries. So if you see, it will not bring up him. So in this case, even though we did a partial search, it still found only those two. Okay, so I think that's about it for this tutorial. Just quick and simple, showing you how you can use a built-in form to facilitate data entry as well as searching. And again, if you eventually have to switch over to an Access database, keep in mind the name formatting. So like for instance, I mentioned adding date. I would say that instead of just calling it date, you might want to call it transaction date or today's date, just something to indicate other than the word date, because date is a protected word in Microsoft Access. It has a specific function. Actually, date can have a function within Excel as well. Anyway, so I think that should about do it. If you have any questions, just let me know.